Hey guys and dolls, welcome back to the Thrifty Shutterbug channel. Basically, I'm here to show you today what I've bought that I plan on photographing. These are things I bought before lockdown that I haven't had a chance to photograph and list yet. And then I'm going to show you a few things that I've bought during this current lockdown that are going to be part of my collection. So yeah, let's dive in. Okay, first, let's start off with what I bought for myself. I like to collect some vintage cameras, especially Kodak and some Pentax, because that's what I learned on. And then, of course, I also grew up with Polaroid cameras being a big thing in the 80s. In fact, I think I drove my mom nuts because I would use her film up, and it was quite expensive. Whoops, sorry, Mom. So anyway, I got this Polaroid camera. Let me see, it's kind of difficult to open up. It is an accordion type camera. Let me see here. Right, very cool. Now, these cameras aren't worth a lot of money. I bought them basically to sit on my shelf and look nice, especially since it's got this cool accordion effect. They were gone by the time, you know, I was around, but anyway, this one's just going to be for my collection and not really for use, but I got it for a bargain. I got it for 99p plus shipping on eBay. So they don't go for a lot of money at all, really. So it didn't really matter to me. It's untested so far. Not sure if I'm gonna bother testing it, because like I said, I don't plan on using it, but it looks to be in really good shape, and I looking at it, I don't see, when I opened everything up and stuff, I don't see why it wouldn't work. So anyway, it's just going to look really nice on my shelf. All right. And then I also got, this is another camera. Well, I'm going to show you the box first. Another camera that I got, again, 99p plus shipping on eBay. They don't go for a heck of a lot. Some people were bidding on other ones, but I think sometimes if a camera says untested, people are a bit nervous. So I'm not too nervous because I can typically kind of like mess with the camera a little bit and see what's causing it not to work. But in this case, I don't really plan on using these anyway. But look at this cool box. I mean, look at that advertising. I just love the artwork on these. So the vintage artwork. And here's the actual camera. It did come with the original styrofoam bit, just on the bottom though, not the top. But for 99p, I mean, who's gonna complain? So this is the camera. Again, it looks like it's in really good shape. Definitely arrived a lot cleaner than the one I just showed you. That arrived looking like it had been sat in someone's attic open and just collecting a massive amount of dust. When I resell things, I clean them up, but whatever. And this one, even though I can understand someone might be frustrated that they sold something for 99p and it didn't go for a lot of money on auction, I still expect, if I'm paying for shipping, that they ship it correctly. And this just arrived in a big box with, saying no padding, nothing to fill the void. So it was all just kind of, let me just put this in here. This box came open. It ended up with a bigger rip than it originally had in the photos. And it was, so the box is not as in good of shape as it was originally pictured. But, yeah, I mean, can't really complain too much for 99 pence. So, okay. And then this one, I was so excited. I was so excited to get this one. This one did not cost 99p, but I still got it for a bargain. It's the Polaroid Land Camera 1000. There are multiple versions of this particular camera. There's one I want that has a green button. It's in really good shape, this one. Let's see. Helps if I could open it right. There we go. Really good, nice, clean condition. I really want to start collecting some Polaroid cameras that have the Polaroid rainbow stripe, because that's nostalgic to me. I believe this one's from the 70s, but more came out in the 80s that also have the rainbow stripe. That's the type of stuff that resonates and is nostalgic for me. So this could have a thing of flashes on top. There's also one that is a mechanical flash, not just the ones with the flash bulbs, if you remember those. If you were around for that time. When she used the flash, it was gone, so you better get a good shot. But yeah, so I need to find that piece. Hopefully I can find it one day in like a car boot or something. So, but yeah, I was super excited about this one. This one I paid $12.50 plus shipping for, which is still a bargain because they tend to go between 30 and 50 pounds on eBay, and on other sites they go for 50 or more. So, so yeah, that's a bargain. I think I just kind of got lucky with that one. And then this, now the rest of everything else I'm going to show you is something I bought for resale. None of this will be something I plan on keeping. So, or anything I plan on keeping. I do like this stuff. Sometimes I'm tempted to keep stuff, but I can't keep everything. So let's start with the first one. Now this one's a heavy piece of pressed glass. I actually got this at a charity shop for only £1. I think it had just sat for a while, and they wanted to get rid, so they put it on a £1 table. They X'd it off. I can't remember what the original price was, but I picked it up because it still has its original sticker that says made in Italy. There we go, if you can see that. And then of course these nice flowers. Now originally I thought they were hand painted, but they just appear to be transferware to me, I believe. I'll have to double check. I've got this bowl made in, it says handmade in Bulgaria. It's Bulgar, it says on the bottom. Very nice blues and browns. Very cool. I think I got this for £1. I can't remember right now what I plan on listing this for. I have some notes on it, but yeah, so that was a good find. And I have these handmade, I think they're knitted. I don't think they're crocheted. I think they're knitted trivets. So, you know, you can put your nice hot pots on them, or some dishes and stuff. It'll look really nice on a kitchen counter or kitchen table. I got them for 50 pence each. And not sure what I'm going to list them for. Let's see what this kind of stuff goes for. I don't typically pick up this kind of thing, so I'd like to. I just don't always know sometimes what the worth is going to be. So we're going to take a gander with this one and test the waters. Okay, now these are super cool. This is one of the things I was tempted to keep, but I don't think that my other half is super keen on them, because when I came out of the shop and said I bought them, she said, why? But they're embroidered pillowcases, very good condition. Quite often these are stained or they have a little tear. So yeah, I mean, I think they're great. They got, if you can see that very well, daffodil, rose, I think some lily of the valley, all, you know, pinks. But anyway, yeah, so I got a pair of them. So I'll be listing these. What did I pick? How much did I pick these up for? Oh no, I can't remember. Anyway, not important. Right, and then I have these candles. Now, little boxes of candles, vintage old candles. These are from the 50s. They actually came with, oh, what was it? A cake decorating set from the 50s that I got that was still in the box. The box kind of beat up and stuff, but still. And it says, you know, basically they were approved by the Queen. They have that little crown right there, super tiny. But it says Patent Candle Company, London, made in England. So very cool. So I think back in the day when things were still, you know, we had a lot of manufacturing and stuff here. So not that we don't now, but definitely not as much as England had in the past. So very cool to find these. They do have, not this one, but this one actually has some candles still in it. Thing is, they're slightly used, so I don't know about you know, keeping them in the box. What do you say? It kind of feels weird to sell like used candles, but people typically buy these just for the boxes themselves. So if you're a reseller, let me know. What do you think? Would you keep these in the box or take them out? Okay. Now this is a bit of a nostalgia. Again, this is from the 80s. So these are pins, metal pins of Big Mac from McDonald's. I grew up about a block away from a McDonald's, so this stuff really brings back memories for me. But after a while growing up there, you end up not wanting McDonald's anymore, which is probably a good thing. So, but yeah, I got a set of 3. I got them for 99 pence each. I took a gamble on these. There was somebody else looking around in the basket of pins at this charity shop that I was trying to look in, or that I was looking in, and then they just kind of butted their way in. So I grabbed these up quickly without looking up like how much they would be worth. I think they only go for about 99p each online, but I'm gonna sell them together as a set. I think I'm gonna put them on Etsy and see if I can get a little bit more. I'd at least make my money back, but I'd like to see if I can get more. It doesn't matter to me if they sit around because they're like super cool and they take up no space. So right then. Okay, so at a charity shop pretty much up the street from me, I got these buttons I'm going to show you. So they were selling like bags of old vintage buttons. I bought a couple bags and put them in this jars. Jars, not vintage, but I thought it would be nice to sell them like in a jar. Someone can just, you know, put them up on their sewing shelf like I have here. Again, something I was also tempted to keep for myself in my sewing stash, but there's all different kinds of buttons here. Super cool. You know, some people are really into collecting buttons, or also others, what they'll do is they'll try to fix up old vintage pieces and stuff like that. So it's handy to have a lot of these kinds of buttons around. So let me show you. Here's, I don't know if this is going to show up very well on camera. Let's see, this one. This one's cool. And then what else do we have here? Oh geez, just loads. I won't waste your time going through a lot of these, but some of them are really, really cool. So, okay. And then I also got these buttons for 50p. If I can open it. I can't open it up. There we go. And these are on their original backing. Really cool, nice, shiny, kind of like a mother of pearl kind of look. So these online tend to do better, the ones that come as one like complete set than say like mixed ones. I think these sell faster. Let's see. And then this one's like a mixed bag of, say, similar type, you know, shiny white ones and stuff with a few blue ones mixed in for fun. And then this bag I got for 50 pence because of the Woolworth label there. It's just so many memories from Woolworth, getting goldfish there. Could never seem to keep them alive, but yeah, anyway. I used to, you know, beg my mom for stuff in Woolworth all the time, and I would go there with my great-grandparents. My parents had me young, so I was very fortunate enough to know my great-grandparents, and they were in my life for quite a long time. So great memories of walking to Woolworth with my great-grandmother and going in there, and yeah, so another one I was tempted to keep for nostalgia purposes, but I'll resell it because, again, can't keep everything. So right, let's see what else. Let's go to some salt and pepper shakers. These are not vintage. I believe they're not vintage anyway. They don't appear to be vintage at all. These were $1.99. Cute little Scotty dogs. I think that one's supposed to be like a bow tie in her hair, but it kind of looks like she's ready to go work out. So you go, girl. Get your fitness on. And then this one with the little Scottish hat. So cute. So cute. And then speaking of salt and pepper shakers, these I bought together, but I don't believe that they're an actual set. This on the back says Delft blue, hand painted. I believe it does come from Holland. We get a lot of this kind of stuff here because we're so close to continental Europe, that when people travel, they bring this stuff back. So you will see this kind of stuff a lot in our charity shops. But this one I like especially because the windmill turns. Very cool. But one reason I believe they're not an actual set is they have different stoppers on the bottom. This one has the original cork stopper, and that one has a plastic stopper. So I will sell these online and state that they are mismatch. So, okay. And then we have this little Wade turtle. He's not like one of the regular Wade whimsies that you would have seen back in the day that came in, say, boxes of tea back in the US, like rose tea. You would get these little ones. I actually happen to have one here that's mine. So this is one this little fawn that you might get in your tea box. But as you can see, very different sizes here. So, and these are heavier. And it does say Wade porcelain, made in England. So I bought him for $1.99. Not sure what they go for this size. Oops, he has a little piece of tape on him. How'd that happen? Anyway, but let's just say he wasn't worth much more. It doesn't matter to me because he's super cute and he would look really cute on my shelf. Okay, speaking of little animals, I believe this is, second to last. Okay, so I got a collection here, well, a little bit of these Napco-ware mice crawling out of things. I'll show you each one individually. I was picking them up here and there as I would come across them, but my wife and a friend of ours actually walked into a charity shop one day and saw that somebody had donated their collection. So my wife had picked up all of them for me. They were $1.99 each. They tend to go for maybe around like £8, sometimes $9. You know, the store was trying to argue that they go for like 30 pounds or more each. Totally not the case. Because, you know, my wife was saying, if I bought all of them, how much would we get? I think she paid like 21 pounds and they were supposed to be 26 altogether. So we did get a little bit of a discount, but they're definitely not worth the money that the charity shop thinks. So anyway, these are in fairly good condition. Some of them were pretty nicked up. This one, he does have like a little rough spot on his nose. He's missing like a little glaze there. There is a chip in the corner. And this one says Japan. I don't know if you can see it. It's very, very faint there. And whoever had this collection used to write on the bottom of them in blue ink. And for some reason she wrote I say she because I saw the name on some of the other ones, but wrote 1985 on this one. I don't know if maybe she was writing down like when she found each one or was given each one. Kind of annoying, but what are you gonna do? So and this one is a mouse and a violin. At first I wasn't sure if it's a mouse and a violin or a cello, but mice are small, so I'm assuming it's a violin. So again, this one's in good condition. It just has a little bit of paint loss right here. The bottom was covered up with some sort of like a little contact sheet paper or something, so I can't see what's written on the bottom. But yeah, this one, the mouse is in very good condition. Sometimes their hands are a bit scraped up for some reason. So yeah. And this one's in very good shape. Let's see. Yeah, I can't see anything wrong with this one. This one, mouse in a little wishing well, very cute. You know, like little flowers and stuff on there. Sorry about the tags, I gotta take the tags off, but sometimes I like to leave the tags on because when I'm photographing them and I write down like their measurements and things like that, I also like to write what I paid for them, just, you know, for my business records, and also so I know if I'm making enough of a profit when I go through my notes of what's sold. So this one does not have anything written on the bottom, but do know these were made in Japan. Quite often they're marked on the bottom that just says foreign, because at the time that they were being imported, things needed to be marked foreign, or what do you call it, or what country they came from. So yeah, cute, right? And then this one's last here. This is a little mustard jar. or mustard keeper or whatever. It doesn't have the original spoon. I do have some spoons that I bought, you know, some vintage spoons. I think, what did I get them for? I don't remember. I think the guy was asking like £1 each, and I just said, can I have the whole lot for £5? And he said yes. So so yeah, I have some that I can put in there. When I list it online, I'm just gonna say that it's not the original spoon. But nice, beautiful cut glass. I really like these designs, like the starbursts right here. And then it does say EP and S. Again, don't know if the camera can pick that up. But yeah, so it just means it's silver plated. Now this could be shined or polished, you know, polished up and stuff, but I'm not going to do that. If somebody wants to polish it, let them. But I like the nice patina on them. Shows, you know, that they're vintage. I do wash everything up and, you know, make sure, you know, it's not germy and whatever, but still, it's up to whoever buys it. Now the thing is, this one doesn't close perfectly, which is kind of a shame, but most of the time it's not really going to anyway. So you're gonna have a spoon in there and it's not really that important. So I will have to say that in the listing that it doesn't close perfectly, but I don't think anybody that buys this is going to be concerned. So, yeah. Anyway, that's everything that I plan on photographing right now. I have a few more things, not very much. I'm very low on stock at the moment. But, you know, we are in lockdown and it's for a reason, so we're just going to have to deal with it. I have looked at, say, buying off, you know, other bundles like I did on eBay. But I'm not sure. It's a bit risky because I also bought like a camera bundle to resell, not ones I was going to keep, and out of the 7 cameras, only 3 of them work. So yeah, I don't know about that sourcing option. We'll just have to see how it goes. I do have some other things I could probably list that are not, say, as vintage as I would like, but so be it, right? So tell me what you guys and dolls are doing lately in terms of either collecting or reselling. I'd love to hear it. And if you have a favorite in here, let me know what your favorite was. I know what my favorite is. So yeah, I'll be seeing you in the next video. Thanks for coming by. Subscribe if you haven't already, and please give me a thumbs up. Thank you, and have a great day.